Okay, how does that sound? Yeah, okay. I was gonna say because okay, yeah. Well, I turned the gain way down now, so we should be okay. Okay, good, 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 good. All right. I wanna do a quick audio test. I'm gonna share my screen real quick. Okay. All right, just tell me if you can hear this audio and if it's too loud.
Damn, Missy Mari got beats.
Can you hear that? Okay. Bring bring it down just a little bit? Okay. Well, that's okay. I mean, that's why we do these tests because loud is one thing, but annoying and unlistenable is another. Here, okay, let me try this. All right, good. I've got to show some example tracks tonight. So, yep. Yeah, I hope so. I think so. Okay. Okay. All right, I'm going to mute.
Never really seen Backstabber. Okay, if I want to go to Twitch, yeah. Hey, listen, I've been working with Twitch for this cancer thing that Ghost wants to do. I want to do a 3-hour segment. I'd love to do a live listening party. Oh yeah. All right. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. It's all the way in the other room. Not really. I mean, if worse comes to, I can move a wireless router in here. I don't know. I don't have any problems typically, though. No, we're on AT&T fiber here. We're pretty good. Yeah. So yeah, OBS is the thing that I'm going to have to learn, and that's the thing I think is going to, it's taxing, right, on the CPU. Yeah. I really prefer the simplicity of Discord, but I know it has its limitations. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Can't find a landscaper who works near as hard. No painters who are trustworthy. OGs, the food is bland and we lack options. This place isn't the same without you. 'Cause you're all gone now. I live with my consequence. I live with my higher cause. I live with my loss of rights. I live with my loss of health care. I live with my strong beliefs.
All right. That looks good.
My righteousness. I live with the notion that we have killed the American dream.
No, not yet, because yeah, it's not necessary yet. I'm probably gonna have my camera up when everybody gets here. Yeah, just do that for a little while. All right. Now we wait. I spoke with Dr. Howard, with Simon. He said he was going to be here, so he's confirmed. If he doesn't get here on time, I'll try to round him up and see if he's having trouble logging on. Yeah, but he should be okay. He said he has been in the past, but not recently. So hopefully he'll be able to figure it out. He's got the link and everything. Yeah, and I confirmed with him this afternoon. He said he'd be here. So. Oh, no.
Just a quiet hum, a background drone in a world that kept its steady pace. Felt a quiet ache deep in my bones, a subtle pull, no specific place. My own rhythm felt off, out of step, a beat no one else. Truly
Yeah.
can't tell this feeling a silent way.
Hey, Wiz.
Misplaced peace in every
That's cool.
day.
Hey, gentlemen.
Hello, how are you, sir?
Oh, happy to be here, man. I'm excited about tonight.
Yeah, I think it should be good. I spoke, or I emailed with him earlier, and he confirmed. So we should be good. Hopefully he'll show up here in a little while, and we'll be on our way. If not, we can still introduce the project, and he'll be here next week. But he confirmed. Oh, you did, huh? Oh, that's cool. Okay, what was the basis?
And it was a good one, too.
Well, what did you write it around? There had to be something.
Then the tide turned just a sudden sway, and I found them walking a different way. A small sharp crew not needing to shout, just trading thoughts, a sense of belonging throughout. The quiet knowing settled, a soft steady beat, like a silent promise making me feel complete. I started dropping habits, the masks I'd worn so long. Seeing
Yeah.
them just
Well, how did it do for you?
truly belong. The world's all drawn, it begins to fade. This new pulse, a quite strong parade. A different rhythm, clear
Yep.
and true. Feel it now.
Okay.
Okay. Well, those are three different eras, though. Yep. Nope. Bach first in the Renaissance, then Mozart Bach was in the Baroque rather, and then Mozart was in what's called the Rococo period, which is between the Baroque and Classical, and then Beethoven's firmly classical.
Or the Romantic, if you prefer.
This is much more classical sounding to me. Yeah. See, this is too contemporary for Mozart and way too contemporary for Bach, but Beethoven would do this in his later stuff, maybe getting into neoclassical stuff later, you know. Now, see, this is much more romantic sounding. This could be a piano concerto, maybe by Beethoven. This is very contemporary, but you know, Suno can't do anything without breaking it down to some speed metal thing at the end. Yes. Yeah, see, this is romantic. So this is much later. Those big cymbal sweeps and that kind of stuff, that's all much later. Okay. All right. I just got an email from Simon. He says he thinks the link expired. So let me get him a new one. Let's see. How do I do that? Invite people, copy the link. All right. I'll be back. Okay, I have re-emailed him a new fresh link. Hopefully he will get it and join us soon, but he is trying to get in. I disconnected myself getting on my phone for a second. And Roy, there we go. Near the end, it was more like a Tchaikovsky. Very dramatic, big cymbal crashes, all that stuff. So it kind of morphed. It started off in that kind of Beethoven piano-y thing, and then went on to a more dramatic, romantic thing. I put my display name as See How the Doctor. So he should be joining us. Let's hope he is here.
It's an old Monty Python song.
Yes. Let's see. Hi, Sabrina. How you doing? Okay. I think I'm in. I put my display name as Soho the director. Okay. Join the voice chat at the bottom. You'll see a few of us listed down there. All right. So hopefully he's on the server, I believe. So let's see if we can see who's. Is there a way to see who is on our server right now? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Yes. Ah, hey, there we go. Simon, I see you there, my friend. Here we go.
Hello, can y'all hear me?
I can. How you doing, Simon?
It's doing well. I'm doing well. All right,
Great.
cool.
Hey, there he is. How
How's
you
it going?
doing, my friend?
Pretty good.
Good,
Yourselves?
good. So
Yeah, so I
excited.
realized I don't think I've ever used Discord before. I thought I had, but maybe it was another platform. So it took me a little
Yeah.
bit. I had to create a profile, and then I think I was in general for a little bit, but I figured it out.
Yeah. Well, good. We got here. And Simon, this is my co-host, Roy Bigpen. He is a wordsmith and a great teacher, a great musician.
Okay, nice. Nice to meet you.
He's but he does a lot of our technical stuff here and helps out, and so it's real good. All right, and we don't have to keep cameras on all time. I just I'm not doing a screen demo, so I just figured we'd put it on for a little while we were talking. Everybody has been very excited that you're coming, and they're going to start piling in here in a little while.
All right, sounds
Oh.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in my office currently. I have like one window. When it starts to get dark, the light is bad anyway. So you probably wouldn't be able to see me soon. So yeah.
Yeah, same thing. I'm in my studio and it's going to get dark here too. I don't have to turn something on. But so I thought maybe tonight we could just do some introductions and you could tell us a little bit about the course and what prompted you to write it, and then and we can talk a little bit about that. Maybe take some questions from people.
Sounds
And
good to me. Yeah.
yeah, real easy. And the people that I know are here, I can introduce a few of them. If you look over to the left side of the screen, you'll see a list of the users that are in the room.
Right.
So I can tell you, these are all composers that I've been working with for months and months now. We've been doing this for about 6 months, I would say, and it's been really productive. Square Peg Whiskey Wizard is here. Sabrina is here. Sabrina is a wonderful visual artist as well as musician, and her music videos are out of this world. Really amazing stuff. Insidious is here. Good. It's Nubia is here. So we've got some real composers in the house. Hi everyone. And there's a little chat there if you want to look. Sometimes people don't have mics and they might just chat. So hello Square Peg. How are you? Square Peg is from the UK. So it's pretty late for them over there, but she's here and she's good. Hello.
The chat.
We are getting ready here. Let everybody load in. We've been pushing this real hard, so hopefully we'll have a nice turnout tonight.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Where do I see the chat? Sorry, I'm like.
So there's a little at the top right. There's a little balloon. Yeah, just pull that.
Yeah. Just toggled it. Yeah.
And so, yep. All right, and to listen to the music, you'll have to watch the screen. You'll have to watch Roy's stream there.
Okay.
Yep. He's playing our bumper music. Oh. Well, no. Another doctor, but not a music. All right. All right. Well, everybody, welcome. Thank you for joining us again. I see so many friends in the chat there, new and old, and I'm just really happy that everyone is here. As you know, this is the AI workshop. We have a listening party that usually goes from about 6 to 9 or so from submitted tracks, and we have on a playlist. But the first hour from like 6 to 7, we like to do things that grow our community here at AIU and build ourselves up as composers and creatives. So we take an hour or so to workshop different topics. And today, I'm very excited because it's different. We're starting not just with, workshopping a tune or doing some prompt experiment. We've been invited into something real, something institutional, something documented, and something that will exist outside this server. So if you'll notice, we have a new member with us. Dr. Simon Howard is from the University of Miami, and he is teaching a special topics course called Psych and Flow, the psychology of hip hop. And the capstone project of the course is an album. So I thought, what a great opportunity for composers here to meet some people who are looking from outside music in, and also to work on how to take a professional commission, how to find yourself within work that you're doing for other people. I would like to introduce Dr. Howard here, and he's going to talk to us for a second about the course, how he came about the course, and a little bit about himself. Dr. Howard, thank you so much for being with us today. I really appreciate you.
Oh, no, yeah. Thanks for inviting me. Thanks for allowing me to come into this space and just build with y'all for this evening. Yeah, I'm just going to do a quick little background introduction of who I am. the work that I do and then how I came about creating this course or thinking about it. So I am a social psychology professor at the University of Miami. Did like my graduate training at Boston, or not Boston, in Boston, but at Tufts University. Originally from California, um, and I study psychology of racial and gender bias. So that's like what my research focus area is. But the classes I teach are broadly under the umbrella of social psychology. So some people may have noticed my username, however, is Sahal the Doctor. So in addition to um, being a professor outside of the world of academia, I am also a hip hop artist. Fairly recent, I would say the last 3 years. I've always written lyrics and did like some spoken word, but I didn't really start releasing music up until 3 years ago when I just decided this was something I always said I was gonna do, but then I kept putting it off because things were getting in the way, such as, pursuing a PhD was taking all my time. But then I was like, if I don't do it now, it's never. So there's no right time like the present. So then 3 years ago, I started working, well, four, I would say, on my first project. It's called PhD, Poetically Handling Doubt. And that was the first project. The second project I put out last year, or actually, no, maybe a year and a half ago now, was called Revolutionary Summer, where all the themes were about like social justice and consciousness. So that was who I am. So Sile the Doctor, that's the art.
we have a need for some hip hop beats that your students can use in the class. And then once those things are used and worked and developed, then they'll be recorded. While at the same time, you know, it's a collaborative thing where we're able to produce exactly what they're looking for, even with, you know, stems and that kind of deeper production. We have that ability to do here. And, you know, I'm looking through the people that are in our chat with us right now, and I see some amazing hip hop artists. So I'm hoping that through this, we can just cover a wide range of things, not only getting this project off the ground and giving you some quality material to work with your students, but also learning and making ourselves better musicians and composers. That's always my my fundamental goal. But also because a lot of people here are recording and releasing music. So what does it mean to be a working musician, a working composer, when you're collaborating with other people? And so that's the kind of stuff over the next several weeks we're going to be focusing on, to really deliver some excellent work for your students. Tell me a little bit about the kinds of audio projects you were thinking. I mean, it doesn't have to be exact. Nobody's going to hold you to it. We know it's very early in the game, but what were some of the ideas that you had?
Yeah, so I'm trying to really wrap my mind around like what direction this might go, right? So I'll give some background on who these students are and what things they may be interested in and what direction it might go. So
Yeah.
University of Miami is going to be, I think, traditional college student age group, right? So it's 18 to 22. However, this is going to be an upperclassman course, so most of the students are going to be probably 21 to 22, maybe 23 if they've taken another year, gap year, right? There's some flexibility. So I'm trying to like put myself in like
Mhm.
Gen Z shoes,
Yeah.
hip hop in that era. However, you know, there may be a wide variety of the songs and directions they may want to go.
Sure.
But I'm trying to think of like what types of sounds they may like. So I think what you know, it can go, I think, anything ranging from things that like a sound that's more melodic and introspective.
Yep.
Jay Dilla type beats that are, you know, maybe lending itself to be more lyrical, but I could see some students that may want to make a dance track, right? And if their songs are about the psychology of happiness or joy, and in one way in which it's embodied cognition,
Mhm.
the way in which you move, like, and if a student wants to take a direction in that realm, they could really go that way. So I'm not trying to,
Sure.
I'm trying to give them enough freedom to decide where they want to go. And I think the first few weeks of the class, I really will ask them, what direction or sounds are you thinking? And then I want to have like a library of beats or instrumentals so they can pick. Yeah. It could,
maybe. I mean, yeah, but the Miami hip hop scene is more Uncle Luke, booty bass. You know, it's got some trap, but it's melodic, and there is some Latin influence, but mostly that is specifically Latin hip hop. But all that's possible. Okay.
Yeah, I'm a millennial too. I think Aiden said this is gonna be tough for pretty much all millennials upwards.
Yeah.
And I'm saying like, yeah, I'm definitely feeling that while I'm in my class. Like every year the students stay the same, but then I get older and then it's just getting a gap in like language and slang. And I'm like, my references and of my clips that I use from TV shows that I once knew, they don't know what's going on.
Yeah, no, I get it. I'm twice your age. I get it. But see, here's the thing. Yes, it's going to be a challenge, and that's the point. Because this is, I want to treat this like a commission, you guys. And as a composer, what I've had to learn doing commissions, and I've done them for a long time, is that, you can come up with a million beautiful ideas and express yourself, and it can be 100% you, but if it doesn't fulfill specifically what the client needs, then it's no good. And it can be a real heartbreaker for a creative to turn something in and then the art, God, I've had experiences like that when I was doing jobs, and at the last minute, the woman in charge, she cut the whole last half and said, well, we'll just do Seven Nation Army by White Stripes. The crowd knows that. And it killed me because I had been working for 6 weeks on getting this drone choreography charted out, and she just killed it at the last minute. And it taught me a big lesson, and that's that it can't just be about my needs as a creative. I think that's something that we don't do a lot of here. We do some collaboration, but being able to, like, we're going to create a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and all we're going to give them is the bread and the peanut butter, right? So how do we make that good while maintaining the sandwich as good? The peanut butter can't be overwhelming. It can't be out of balance, because we are collaborating. So
Right.
what I'm thinking is, over the next few weeks, we're going to talk about things like hip hop history, because there's so many genres and subgenres. I'd love to give you a working library of some tracks that will work, that might be a little non-specific at first,
Right.
but once your students start hearing and they gravitate toward the ones that they like, revisions, that kind of stuff. The beautiful thing about the way we make music here is that revisions and edits are simple and very fast. So for you guys that are going to be with us along this journey, we're going to do, work on this a little bit, maybe not every week, but it's going toward this project. We're going to do things like not just the history, but also production stuff. We're going to do some big listening for genre work, and we're also going to be talking about editing outside of Suno, because with hip hop tracks, there is a general simplicity that we might have to be able to maintain for it to be a usable vocal track that Suno might give us some trouble with. So we're going to learn Audacity as well, because that's a very easy, free editing tool that anyone could use. So I'll be happy to show that. So that's the kind of things that we're going to be tracking as we're building up this library. I'd love it if when Dr. Howard's class starts in August or whatever it is, we have a nice library that he can go in, his students can listen to, start playing around with. Are you going to be, what's your classroom setup going to be like? Are you just going to do like a one main sound, or is everybody going to have computers, laptops?
Yeah. So the class is going to be capped into either work with in pairs or alone. And if they happen to want to work in like threes, I'm fine with that. So that could be anywhere from 16 single tracks, but I imagine some students are going to want to work together. So there'll be a range from the lowest being 8, so somewhere between 8 and 16. And then so I want them to probably bring computers to class, right, and have things set up so they can listen to things. And I'm really going to try to run it, I think, as a workshop sometimes, because I'm imagining some of these students, if not all, there's going to be their introduction to have doing this for the first time. And so
Mhm.
I'm gonna bring in some artists that I know around Miami. Some I've talked to already, just to kind of float it out there. It's it's hard for some artists sometimes to make commitments longer than 2 or 3 months, sometimes for that, depending
Mhm.
on what it is, right? So like shows, maybe, but something like this. They're like, oh yeah, ask me closer. So I'm floating it out, getting fillers, but some people are gonna come do writing workshops, get them working, because I want them to be working really sort of at the beginning of this, because a lot of
Mhm.
what I'm pulling from is from friends of mine to help them do, the recording aspect, the audio
Sure.
engineering. I'm not going to have them doing any of that aspect. So some of the heavy lifting
Right.
is from a few of my friends who've already said like they're super excited to help in any capacity. There's a recording equipment at but there's also a studio that I co-own that's recording near Wynwood. So there's multiple
Mhm.
locations I have
Nice.
for people.
Amazing. Okay, so I think that's a pretty good introduction to this project. What do you guys think? Any questions about the project or for Dr. Howard?
Yeah, anything for me to think about or things that came up, like I still got some time to flesh out
Hmm.
stuff or clarifications.
Yes. Subgenres, Roxy says. Okay, good. Well, what I plan to do is cover, we'll rob the Beat Library, and for sure. I'd like to cover a lot of the different genres of hip hop. I know you guys are experts, but man, we can go in and we can dissect what makes New Jersey trap sound different than Chicago trap, or who Jay Dilla was, or why Detroit is important. There are very small, subtle, but not really when you know what you're listening to, differentials between these genres and subgenres, and we can talk about all that stuff. Um, you know, with a program like Suno, you have such an opportunity because the palette is completely unlimited. If you want a bassoon solo in the middle of your death metal track, Suno will do it for you. The challenge here with this commission is the next level of composition. It's not just making the sound, but it's knowing how to edit, how to pull back what's not necessary, how to strip back anything that's going to work against the music. Meet the brief, as Aswig says, exactly. Yeah, meeting the brief can be really, really tough for creatives, right? Well, Stone Cool, learn and come with us at least. You've been here for so long. We do love your stuff. So let me show you what I'm talking about. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here for a second. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. Okay, if you guys want to hop on my screen. Now, if you do a deep dive on YouTube looking at hip hop instrumentals, you're going to find a lot of them. And playlists and playlists and playlists. And some of them are official releases and some of them are not. But anybody listened to just hip hop instrumentals? Do your favorite songs without? I was really, really blown away when I hear the Dr. Dre Snoop Dogg. It's a classic, right? And you think, my God, it must be this incredibly, incredibly complex track under the vocals. Well, I'm going to play it, and I want you to listen. Mute my mic. Okay. Are we noticing anything? Are we noticing the simplicity? Can anyone count the number of beats in the main motive? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I get 8. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. All right. So when I first really started doing my research for this project and taking this on and working with you guys on this specifically, I wanted to come correct, And I started listening to these, and I was blown away by just how simple the music is. For the most part, we've got an 8 or a 16 beat drum track and an 8 or a 4 beat sample. Sometimes it's 4, sometimes it's 8. Most often it's 8. Now, okay, so you say that's an easy one. Let's listen to something else that's maybe a little bit more advanced, okay? Remember, this one won the Pulitzer, guys. This is Kendrick. Let's see if that 8-beat motive continues.
Got
Remember, this won the Pulitzer. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whiskey, you're right. 4-beat motive. Okay. So now I listen to that and I hear something that seems relatively simple. But anybody who's heard the real version of Humble by Kendrick Lamar knows it's anything but. But what I think we should try to realize is how what we have to do to give our music just as much as integrity as these beats have, while not stepping on the vocalist. So one last example. You might be asking yourself, well, okay, that's Kendrick, that's modern, of course. They're going to do, whatever. But if you go back and listen to the real hip hop, the ancient stuff, you'll hear it's much more complex, right? All right, this is Rapper's Delight by Sugar Hill Gang. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have got a 4-beat drum, an 8-beat motive. And that's it. This thing goes for 14 minutes, you guys. Look. Right? And we could just keep going. Okay. 2-bar loops. Exactly. Now, obviously, this was made, these first hip-hop tracks like this Sugar Hill Gang and a couple others were made by a female composer originally. Sylvia, what was her last name? Anyway, she did a lot of these early productions. Very, very simple. I say all that to say this, you guys.
3 tracks, 3 classics, 3 bangers, as you would say, right? Three tracks that have the cultural zeitgeist. Now, Bamford's, that's fine. And all very, very simple. So the challenge and the task to you is not just to be able to write hip hop, because I know most of us can do it. We have done it. But rather to edit ourselves and be a good working composer. Someone who can take on a commission and yet still find ourselves within the work. That's very important, and it's a huge skill for any creative. So that's the task. Several months, we're going to be putting together a beat library using very specific paradigms and parameters in order to present ourselves as artists, but also to support the work that they're doing within that class. Any questions for me, for Dr. Howard, about the project, about hip hop, anything like that? Any impressions, anything you'd like to say? Yep. So we will have, and that's the good thing. If it hurts to hear something, that means you're learning. If it challenges you, and this challenged me, 14 minutes of this. If my people can't write that, then I'm not doing my job. Okay? I know that we're up to the task, and I know that we can operate within these parameters. That's right. One of my favorite moments as a teacher is I prepared a kindergarten class for graduation, and they all did the opening 16 bars, 250 of them up on stage. Hip, hop, a hip it to the hip, hop it, you don't stop, a rocket to the bang, bang, boogie, set up, jump the boogie to the rocket to the boogity beat. All of them. It was fantastic. Anyway, good times. All right. Next time, when we dive back into our hip hop project, we'll start going into genres and subgenres, specifically things like trap, drill, and chopper rap. We'll find out the differences between those. We'll look at the subgenres and how they developed. Why does funk from Memphis sound different than trap from Atlanta when they're so close geographically? But there are good reasons, and there are pioneers out there, and there are people who will be able to take lessons from when we're doing our project. All right, Gucci Mane for sure, Jay Dilla for sure. He a big trap guy, and then in Chicago, and it got trap turned into drill and got all dark and stuff. We're gonna have fun with this. So. That's right. That's right. I even tried my hand. I'm going to do a needle drop on a quick instrumental I tried to do, just to see if I could do it. Now, this is New Jersey trap, which means it kind of has that Bindau kind of syncopated bass line. Still uses an 808. We're going to talk about the 808 as well, the 909, and why those are important. We'll get into deeper details. But what I noticed first thing when I started trying to write an instrumental using these parameters, is how expressive Suno wants to be. So soon, it's putting in so much more. So it's going to be an experience for me to learn how to edit and drill down with these things. Here's my first attempt. This was just a sketch, and I'll pull up the prompt so you can see what I was working with.
So you can see there's already issues there. There are already things that I'm going to have to work with. It was so, we got 3 different ideas in the space of 40 seconds. So now you can hear, I mean, listen to the complexity here. You could absolutely rap to this if you had to. Right? But then listen to the simplicity of the Kendrick. Okay, Kendrick, stop breaking. There we go. Those breaks are interesting because it's just stopping the sound and starting again. It's so simple. And the stuff that Suno makes is very complicated. So learning to edit is going to be a big deal for us. And I think it's going to be a fun part of this project. Plus learning the production and hell, after this, you know, you'll be ready to be selling beats all over the place if that's what you're into. Okay. Let's see. Interesting submit. Oh, that would be interesting. Square peg. That's a great point. Just as your like first day like class survey, you know, put down your top. That would be a good thing. Okay. So now that the history and that kind of workshop part is done, I did want to talk a little bit, since Dr. Howard is a psychologist or a social psychologist, about some of the things that, thanks Genevieve, some of the things that you have seen that have made an effect on mental health with Suno. Where would a psychologist find interest in some of our experiences? Sociologist, you know, I know everyone here has a story. I'd be very interested to hear how writing or composing music has helped you with your either mental health journey or you know, becoming more centered as a person, whatever it is. So Insidious says, Suno saved your life for sure. So tell us a little bit. I mean, you don't have to go into as many details as you're comfortable, but I don't think that's going to be an uncommon thing here.
I mean, I can tell you a little bit. I mean, I've been making music since like 2002 or 3 with Fruity Loops. Is when I started, and you know, never like really took off. But I played a lot of local shows in South Carolina and stuff. Been in a lot of bands, and it got to a point. I got real. I guess around COVID, a little before COVID. I got real burnt out on music. I started to hate music. It started to become like a job more than a passion, if that makes sense, or feel that way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it felt like you know, and I mean, I have a lot of mental health issues. We don't need to get into all that. I'll just say, you know, yeah. So music's always been, and art in general has always been a way to heal and get that out. And I got into a real bad depression, like COVID and era and a little after, because all my I had a Roland Gaia SH-101, I had a Korg M50, and a Roland KC-550 amp. Like I had everything I needed to play live, and it all got stolen.
Oh.
At gunpoint with my own gun that also got stolen. It was just a bad time. Oh. And I hated music at that point, and gave up. And life got real bad for a while. And then one day, a buddy of mine was like, "Yo, man, check this Suno thing out." And like, instead of like, sitting around thinking about shooting myself all the time,
Yeah.
to be quite honest with you,
Yep.
all of a sudden I could make music again, and not just like music that I was making before, but like anything I wanted. I could express myself any way I wanted. I could anything. It was limitless, and I think it really, literally did save my life. I mean, you know,
Yep.
if it hadn't been for that, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it gave me, and it also brought the spark back too,
Mm.
the creative
Yeah.
spark. Yeah.
Thank you so much for sharing that. It's an amazing story. And I
Yeah.
think maybe not to that degree, but I think everybody here can empathize with going through dark times, and then if you have the joy of allowing your art to heal that part of you, or help at least, even if it's just a panacea to cover up what's going on, it's amazing. Now, Dr. Howard is he focuses on social justice, gender studies, and race studies. Has anyone here had experience with their music in a way that was taken into consideration? Has anyone here written music with regard to gender or gender politics, race or race politics? I know I have. And I'd like, Aswig says yes, and D. Griffin says yes as well. A lot. Yeah, a lot of my music is social critique. Yes. So I think that's another incredible aspect of the way that this platform and the way we can make music here is healthy and interesting psychologically. Sure. Yes, Whiskey, I hear you. Cultural appropriation is a thing. And again, since we're talking about, how to become better composers, that's part of the editing process. We have to think not just, is this the right note or lyric or rhythm here, but also what is the effect that this music is going to have on the listener, on the collaborator, right? We've talked about this composition thing as a two-way street. We have to take the other people into consideration as well. And Aiden, I know most of your stuff is, yeah, it's great, very socially conscious. So I think it's interesting that from a creative standpoint, we can be very healthy mentally by and working through trauma, dealing with change, helping to express ourselves for who we are fully without worries of repercussion for how we present ourselves or who we are. And I think, and making a general statement out into the universe as an advocacy for peace or an advocacy for the right thing. So it's an amazing psychological yeah. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes, it is. And to Lucretia's point, it is great to get the message out and important to frame it in a way that's understandable and accessible. That's more of that editing. That's what we're talking about. That's how you're going to take your composition to the next level. Knowing knowing that it's not just about you and that you can, you know, give the audience some work to do too. Um, uh, Genevieve says, for me, Suno and AI music in general allowed me to express my creativity in ways I could only dream of in conventional means. Even so, post disability, yes. It gives me access to instruments and whatnot I would never have been able to access due to my financial situation where I'm at life. Same, sister. Just as important, in my opinion, it connected me with so many people that have come to be some of my closest friends. True. Aswig says it's a cornerstone of civilization, of religious, of spirituality. Before writing, it was rhythm and shaking the body, active meditation to tap into a channel. Correct. Connecting with nature, imitating bird song. That's how music began. For music, D. Griffin, another one of our really strong composers here, says, for music, setting a feeling to coincide with the lyric story or how the composition wants to move your listener. Co-writing doesn't necessarily have to involve personal feelings. It's about how to move a listener. That is true. That's that double-sided coin that we all have to put out there. We can be a community of composers, musicians, and producers that focus our humanity, and that is the tribe, not country, gender, religion, etc., and we respect each other. True, Blackjack. Very true. Thank you guys for so much input and questions. Dr. Howard, before we go on to our listening party and play some music here, do you have anything else that you'd like to say to our composers while you have everyone here?
Yeah, I just want to say that, I'm really excited. The community seems, very supportive and engaged. I'm getting more excited than I already was about the prospect of us working together. And now I'm just seeing and monitoring the chat and everyone's sort of input that they're giving. So, I'm just excited to see where this develops, and just know on my end, I'm going to do everything in my power to, really promote and push this and, even work with some other folks outside and maybe get some like press around this too. And that's not my goal or end goal, but just I know this the amount of work and energy that goes into this. So just making sure that people might get some flowers.
Great.
Yeah. Oh, so right now I've been listening to, it's a mix, right? So J. Cole's new album came out, and so I've been listening to that. I'm a big J. Cole fan. I also grew up with my grandmother, and so Motown is always playing, whether it be Diana Ross and the Supremes or Smokey Robinson and the Miracles. It's like, so I stay listening to Motown records. And most recently, I was listening to some Red Hot Chili Peppers, Under the Bridge, and some songs like that. So I've been trying to draw inspiration from multiple places, but that's on the playlist right now.
Yeah. So I imagine as an artist yourself, you probably make like East Coast boom bap, right? If you're listening to Motown and soul, are you sampling?
So I haven't sampled or made anything recently. My last song I released was last summer, like July, and that song actually had more of a Miami bounce to it. So I was like, I wanted to make a more dance like record because I love to dance too. So like my
Cool.
I think lane typically is maybe like more socially conscious, but it's like I love to dance and have fun too. So I was like, I want to have a little balance where it's like, okay,
Yeah.
I want to make you think some days, but then the next day I want you to get up out your seat and start dancing.
Amazing. Yes, sir. Well, that's great. Well, I just wanted to say thank you so much for the opportunity. Thank you for coming here tonight and speaking with us and sharing with us. Thank you for what you're doing for the students at UM. I mean, these are future doctors you are preparing here. I mean, at the end of the day, this is school, and so we're taking a big step toward that, and I'm just really happy. And so thank you very much, Dr. Howard.
Yeah, thank y'all for the time too and give me the space to talk.
Yes.
Yeah, I can stay around probably like a good 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Roy, do we have any night owls that we need to move up? Have you already done all that? Good. I did. Yep. Thank you. Yeah, we have people from all over the world with us right now, so we have tried to be as considerate as we can. All right. Oh, oh man, I wish we had a place. I wish we had a place for an Aiden video. All right. Well, Square Peg. No, I know. I wish we had space for it. We don't have any music videos tonight, I don't think. Do we? Yeah. Yeah, Aiden, we do have a set list and it won't go on the radio or whatever, but I would love to show Dr. Howard one of your videos if you have something that you think is representational. Dealer's choice. I know it's unconventional, Roy, and I'm sorry. I don't mean to break the rules, but we have a guest, and I'd like to show. I love Aiden's work, but in the meanwhile, we have a Square Peg. Square Peg, you're here with us. Talk to us about Misfit.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Very interesting, very, very interesting discussion. Thank you very much. Funny you talking about mental health earlier. This song is very personal. I wrote it when I was first diagnosed as being neurodivergent, and there's all sorts of emotions in it. A little bit of anger, defiance, but acceptance, and also not to be afraid of it, but to actually just say, this is who I am and accept me for what I am. And that's what inspired the song.
I love it. Thank you so much, Misfit. Square Peg. Misfit is exactly the kind of stuff we're talking about. So I'm excited to hear. We've got some down tempo hip hop. So let's go. This is Misfit by Square Peg. All right, something's going on. Just give me a sec. Volume is up. Let me refresh and see what happens. Sorry, one second. Technical issues. All right, let's see if we have this thing going now. What is the deal? One sec. Sorry, I was doing some movie making earlier. I got to close out of CapCut. My bad. Right. It's not going to let me stream anything unless I do that. I don't think. All right, one more time. Let's try this. Sorry for the delay. Are you guys getting anything? Because I'm not getting any sound and I don't know why.
Let's see. Hmm.
Yeah, we can hear
1
it.
second. I'm going to try this again. I don't know what's going on. Oh, you hear it? Yes, there's sound. Oh, shoot. Sorry. It's not happening for me. That's my bad. There we go. Guys, my apologies. My apologies.
The song just starts soft, but it's got good volume when it picks up.
Come on. Give me my playlist. Now, let's try this again.
I do not fit into a box of no melody. Labeling me is not a formality. I'm a square peg in a round hole. Challenging conventions is my goal. I'm a geek, I'm a black sheep. I'm not weak. I don't turn the other cheek. Maybe I'm a misfit. Maybe that's what I see. Can you take it for what I am? I'm no one's clown. Don't frown. You don't have to stick around. Don't follow the pack. I take a different tack. Pissing people off is my neck. Say what you want behind my back. I really don't care. I really don't care. I really don't care. If you're unaware of your stupid opinions and lack of flair. Challenge me if you dare. But you better beware. That place is fair. I'm a geek. I'm a black sheep. I'm not weak. I'm not weak. I don't turn the other cheek. Maybe I'm missing. Maybe that's what I see. Ooh, can you take me for what I am? I'm no one's clown. No frown. You don't have to sit around. You may think I'm weird and hardly normal, that I'm tapped into some kind of paranormal, but I'm real and I feel your mind turning like a wheel to see if you can get me to come to heel. I'm a square peg in a round hole. I make my music my way. No method do I pay. No conventionality, just a wonderful abnormality. I'm a geek. I'm a geek. I'm a black sheep. Can you take me for what I making music our way. Oh, yeah.
Well, hell yeah. Thank you so much, Square Peg. Amazing. And I think you have expressed that you haven't been doing this for that long.
I haven't been doing it at all very long. Just joined in late November.
Wow.
And I don't have a musical background.
God,
So
I
it's
love
been
it.
a hell of a learning curve.
I freaking love it. Oh, it's great. Thank you so much, girl. That was awesome. Appreciate
you.
you.
Thank you.
All right. Up next, Neffy. We've got, yeah, natural gift. Natural gift. I love that. All right, Neffy, we've got some experimental art pop. Ooh, a little Gaga, maybe some chamber folk, not Gaga. Okay, let's look at this summary here. That's all we've gotten. Okay, Neffy, you want to talk to us about Root Dark here? We've got some interesting lyrics, right? Well, Neffy is typing while they are typing. Let's see. And after this, we're going to do Aiden, we're going to play a video. All right. Yes, thank you, thank you. And all right, Neffy's typing. A bit of an accidental one, playing around with prompting with the voice shifting. Okay, cool. Well, this is Root Dark by Neffy.
April keeps its secret under the black branch, under the black. Under the year we couldn't name. A green thing pushing through the word enough. I have been learning how the body remembers before the mind allows it. The smell of rain on stone, the way your chest opens like a window. No one I don't know how to say it without ruining it. The smell of rain on stone, the way your chest opens like a window. No one
Wow. Wow, Neffy, that was so cool, man. it was so hip and just kind of laid back. But once it got going there about the third quarter, it had such a nice groove. I really loved that. Thank you so much. That was cool. That was quite cool. Yeah. And I think that was part of the prompt. He had some reverse stuff in there. So that was really beautiful. Really beautiful. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it, and I think like with all, or I feel like music like takes you on a journey, and so that song I think was like taking me in places where the vocals were like weird, really piercing, and I was like, wow, like that just I don't know, it was hitting me like deeply where I was like feeling emotional in a sense. I'm like, okay, I'm like my heartstrings are getting pulled in a sense, and I'm like really listening intently. So I enjoyed that a lot.
Yes.
Yeah.
She's good at. They're good. They're good. All right, Aiden. Up next, we have one. We have your music video. Anything you'd like to talk to us about? This is Rorschach, one of my favorites. Aiden sometimes just types, so we're going to give him a second. But Simon, this is something I really wanted you to see. He's one of our premier hip hop artists here. And all right, so while oh yeah, I mean we've got a lot here. We've got a lot here, but Aiden really this is his genre that he focuses primarily on. So it's an oldie by our standard, but it's something I worked on very long, and it's the best I could describe my brain. I love it. Okay, so without further ado, this is Rorschach by Aiden Yagu.
Shapes in the ink blot, words start forming in a maze. A flicker of a meaning through this abstract verbal haze. Do you see what I meant? Or just what you wanted to? Is this picture forming? Or a mirror just for you? So woke up this morning, sun peeping through the blinds. Same old grind, different kind of bind. My mind's a labyrinth, intricate design, but the map they gave me seems I left that shit behind. Thoughts like phantom limbs, I feel them aching, but when I try to point them out, my explanation's faking. It's on coherence, like 1 minute a profound idea takes its root, next is just a tangled mess of nonsense bearing fruit that never grew. Call it anxiety, call it overthinking, call it Tuesday, what's the diff? When your own damn head's a bully, talking smack, you catch my drift? I try to jot it down, these spiraling descents, make it make sense on the page, but the words are cagey witnesses, they stutter, stammer, filled with rage, or sometimes just blank, empty spaces where the feeling was intense, immense. Now it's just a hollow echo, mocking my attempts to build a coherent defense against the notion that I'm bugging, truly losing my whole grip. This ain't no sob story, play it, just a journey, every mental trip a lesson in survival, trying to navigate this in a civil war, where the enemy and hostage are the same damn consciousness you're fighting for. It's hard to own these shadows, harder still to shed some light when your internal compass spins like a busted record day and night. Just trying to find the language for this quiet kind of crazy, ain't that the plight? Yeah, just trying to make it make sense, you know. And the pressure mounts, not just to feel it, but to make it known. This internal abstract painting on a public canvas shown. Each brushstroke of expression, a gamble and a guess. Will they see the subtle shading or just magnify the mess? From the chaos of the psyche to the clarity of art, that journey's fraught with pitfalls, tearing fragile thoughts apart. It's silenced in the sanctuary, or a different kind of cell to search to create, to connect a private heaven, public hell. Sounds like a Rorschach patterns, trouble to contain. These tangled thoughts I offer, trying to articulate my pain. Do you see what I meant? Or just what you wanted to? Is it my reality? Or just what got filtered through?
Now let me flip the focus from the mental labyrinth to the industry's coliseum. I'm trying to be an innovator, a lyrical creator, but the algorithms got you humming a robotic rhythm. Now everybody's a contender as content creator, a content vendor pumping out the predictable, the palatable, the easily digestible. Now how you gonna penetrate the static with something automatic when the mainstream's so suggestible, truly detestable? My brain is brewing up these beautiful, brutal abstractions, trying to bottle up the madness in the anachronistic visions, but the pathway to the listener's ear is littered with the cynical decisions of the gatekeepers, the trend chasers, the stylistic omissions. Gotta battle for attention. Did I mention the retention span is shrinking? Just like a washed up woolen sweater, you pour your heart and soul in it, hoping that they'll scroll past it. Never, but they looking for whatever's clever for a second, then forget her, then call it AI when the bars cut through. Like this very flow ain't stitched from scars and truth. This ain't just about the passion, this is psychological warfare, fighting for your little fraction of the mind share. Feeling like Sisyphus pushing boulders up a digital mountain, hoping that somebody out there might care. The pressure to be viral, to be vital, to be undeniably title in your impact. It's a mental beat down. Well, I'm just trying to make them feel it, peel it, reveal it, the intricate reason for this lyrical heat down. So I twist the syntax, bend the cadence, make the flow a weapon, intricate and unpredictable, a lyrical concaction, hoping that the real ones recognize the dedication, cutting through the manufactured mediocrity. That's the only option. This ain't for the faint of good-hearted. This is the art of spilling guts when your spirit been haunted, haunted, haunted. This ink on the canvas starts taking shape against my will. Meanings crawl from chaos, still my hunger's never filled. Do you see what I meant? Or just what you wanted to? In our echo chamber, which reflection will be true? Do you see what I meant? Or just what you wanted to? And if I ever make it, it's what my reflection looks like. You.
Dang, man. Yep. Yep. Thank you so much, my friend, for thank you all for allowing me to throw that in the rotation, and Aiden for sharing your beautiful art with us. Amazing, amazing work. Yes. I told you, Doc, that's the level of stuff, man. We've got some real ones here. We've got some real ones here. Yes, amazing, amazing, amazing. All right. Hey, Simon, thank you so much for coming tonight. And thank you so much for the opportunity, man. We're going to run with this. Please, our home is your home. Feel free at any time to come back, come hang out in the server. Whatever you'd like to do, man, we're here for you. Thanks so much for coming, Doc. Really appreciate it. Hell yeah. All right. Well, that was great. Thank you so much, guys. Up next, we have some Blue Idoru, Blue Idol here with us. Blue, what would you like to talk to say about the Dark Astoria Groove Mix? Oh, it's a mashup. Fun. Okay, well, Blue, she's still here, right? Maybe. Who knows? Well, we're going to play it anyway. This is the Groove Mix, Dark Astoria by Blue Idaru.
The night never ends here. The streets are too quiet. Walking alone, cautiously through the endless dark. Ancient things stir in forgotten places. An old god wakes up from its long sleep. Can you hear them? Calling from below. Can you feel them? Trembling underneath. This is our home. We're not leaving. Hold your ground. Neighbors light candles behind locked doors. Some take up weapons, stand on their porches. Can you hear them? Calling from below. Can you feel them? Trembling underneath. This is our home. We're not leaving. Hold your ground. Why are we still here when devils crawl through every alley? Because this hole is our home. This is our home. They have their evil magic. But we have guns. Can you hear them? Calling from below. Can you feel them? Trembling underneath. This is our home. We're not leaving. Hold your ground. Night never ends here, but we're still here in this endless night. This light without end.
Nice. Yeah. Little dark groove there. Yes, young people would say that. Hello, fellow. Hey. There we go, fellow kids. That was awesome. That was awesome. If somebody sees Blue out in the wild, let her know that we really like their piece. Up next, we have some D Griffin. Cool. Hey D, I was playing around with the Robert Smith thing. I'm not ready to release my track yet, but it's coming along. What would you like to talk to us about or say about Sunrise Sandy? Ooh, that sounds like what you are when you wake up on the beach. All right, here we go. Let's see. A melancholic folk rock song, minor key. Okay. Real audio of you playing. Oh, beautiful. I love it. Okay. Well, here we go. Some acoustic ballad with living and breathing guts. This is Sunrise Sandy by D. Griffin. Oh, yep. Sorry. Go ahead. That woman is your what? Really? Wow. Okay. I don't want to, she looks like a very smart and strong human being. Yes. Beautiful. Is her name Sandy? Yes. Yeah, I know. How do you you can't compliment. What am I going to say? Oh, she's a smoke show. You get punched in the face. All right. Anyway, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Thank you for sharing everything, your voice, your music, your prompting, and this beautiful art as well. All right, here we go. This is Sunrise Sandy.
Count to 10 and I'll be
What a beautiful song. Oh, that ending. And it was, you could tell it was played live because it didn't sound like a Suno algorithm. The notes that were chosen were, it just has a different sonic fingerprint to me. Yes. Yep. Yeah. The only thing I had no idea you were such an accomplished performer in your own right, Dee. That was really amazing. And when we finally get around to putting a live AIU show together, I want you right up there on the stage. Please bring your guitar, bring your music. I think it's amazing. Really great. Really great. Great. I mean, that's the songwriting was dynamic. The performance was heartfelt, and you hit those high notes. I don't know if Suno, how much Suno helped you hit the high notes, but they were kick ass. Hey, you plucked 3 strings to play, but you know what? It was great. Yep. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yep, yep, yep. You know, sometimes when I get down, I I get to think, you know what? Monday night, I get to go hang out with some cool ass people, listen to some cool ass music, and do some cool ass shit. So I'm really glad y'all are here with me tonight. Thank you, everyone. That was a beautiful track. Thank you for sharing, Dee. Up next, we have. Yeah, cool ass people. That's right. Whisk, you got anything you want to say?
Yeah.
Hey, Nezka, thanks for showing up, man.
You know, I'm glad you said that because I really feel the same way. Like, I mean, you know, all of the playlist, all of the listening parties on here are awesome. Not a single bad one among them. But for whatever reason, I just feel like I connect a little better on Monday night. So I do my best not to miss it. I haven't contributed a song in about 3 weeks, so I was happy to get back in the game here. This is a little 70s Munich space disco, as I call it. Definitely got that Giorgio Moroder sound to it. Going to be very electronic driven.
Cool.
This is lyrically probably the simplest song I ever wrote. That was kind of my point, was that all I wanted was a catchy hook with no real substance to the lyrics, but I didn't want to do it instrumental. Beyond that, let it rip, have fun, enjoy some disco.
Hey. Thanks, Whisk. I love me some disco too. I was doing a deep dive on disco today. I'm such a nerd. I sit around and research like, well,
I'd love to hear about this sometime.
Subgenres, but I was listening to it today, brother. This is "I Want You" by our very own.
The way you look at me, take a chance, come over here and dance. Want you. Want and I hope you want me to. You look fine, come on, give me a sign. Hey, you girl, I wanna rock your world. Want you.
And I hope you want me and I hope you want me
Took you right back, huh? Yeah, early, like 1982. Yes, 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 yes. Oof. Do you remember the yeah. Do you remember the late 80s hip hop genre? It was big down here in Miami. I think it was called hardcore, is what they called it, but it was more like oh, uh, Shannon and Two of Hearts and that kind of real boppy hip hop. Do you remember? It kind of gave me those vibes as well, that last piece. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Two of Hearts, all that shit. And yeah, well, Depeche Mode, they were minimalists. They were very sleek. They'll sell you a whole song on dun 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 dun. I mean, that's it, right? Stacy Q, thank you, Whiskey Wizard. Yes, Stacy Q, exactly. But that took me back to that. Thank you. That was awesome. I love that. Great track. Up next, we have some Ichigo. Hey, I see them in the chat there. This is Laser Kings. Pew pew. Let's see. Ichi is just a vibe. Enjoy. I love it. I love it. Let's vibe. Let's see. Cool. Laser King by Ichigo.
Comets race, engines roaring through endless chase. We break the line, no turning back. Hyperdrive locked, we're on attack. Feel the fire in the core ignite, burning brighter than a supernova light. We're the Laser Kings of the galaxy tonight. Blasting through the void, we're taking flight. Cross the stars, hear the battle call. Laser Kings, we conquer all. We claim the throne where empires bend. No force can stop this rebel spark. We light the dark, we own the We're the laser kings of the galaxy tonight, rulers of the stars in eternal fight. Cross the heavens, answer the call. Laser kings, we conquer all. Laser kings, we conquer all.
Badass. Love that. It had a great energy. It had everybody moving. It kept you pushing along. And, you know, I don't know how tongue in cheek it is, but I think it could work either way. Uh, yeah. I mean, you know, Laser Kings, man. Maybe so. I love it though. You know, it has that perfect. That sometimes it is. Sometimes it is. You can't. It's just a vibe. It's a Laser King vibe, as they say. That was really cool. I love it. Thank you, E.T. All right. Up next, we have a composer that I am probably, it's my fault for being ignorant of, but are they a new person here? This is Extinct. Can we pong Extinct, please? Does anyone know of them? Or High Octane? Ooh. I see words. Let me see. Let's put this in. They were new, but now they are out. A High Octane Frutiger Aero Funk. Now, I don't know what that means. I know the other words. I know I saw. I don't know what Frutiger Aero. I know what funk is. All right. 160, so very fast. Liquid Jersey, so we're going to be dancing. Aggressive distorted 808s over airy bossa nova chords. Okay. We, you, menu, ambience. Okay. That has to be the most, I don't know what even that sounds like. Sparkling aquatic synth, glitch core. Wii U yes, I don't play video games. K-pop vocal chops. This is like a mulligan stew. It's going to be interesting. Crystal clear water droplets even. Okay. I can't wait. Without further ado, this is in the year 2448 or no, this is 2048. The Extinct Mix. I know I shouldn't have done that, but I did anyway. I don't care. No lyrics. Follow me if y'all pro. Okay, so there we go. We'll follow them. I will follow if this is a banger. At the end, we'll decide as a group, unless they show up. This is year 2048. The Extinct Mix by Extinct. Well, that was really cool. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at this. Yeah, I'm looking at the style list here, and a lot of those things were right there. I mean, I can't speak for the Wii U menu ambience, but I mean, we did have Memphis rap. That's where funk came from, and that was that very fast kind of breakbeat sound and that squonky little synth. That's kind of signature funk stuff. Very high octane with the saccharine K-pop vocal chops. I mean, I heard that too. Hyperkinetic, I heard that too. So congrats to Suno and this composer, because that really got it. And that's an interesting salad we were just served there. Love it. Yes, we're glad that your name is merely ironic. All right. Now I've got to pronounce this, and I'm going to because I'm a goddamn professional. All right, here we go. This is Bad Pharma. Roxy, Min Roxy, featuring Moo, Danny, and La Margarita. Did I get close? This is Dark Trap, some trash pop rap and trap. Trap from the Atlanta, Georgia area originally. So if you want real trap music and you want the real trap experience, go buy your crack down in Atlanta and you will be fulfilled. All right, so this is Bad Pharma by Roxy Min Roxy.
Attention sufferers. We have discovered a unique style of treatment. Nurse New. Dr. Donnie. Dr. La Margarita. Nurse Roxy. Question is, how sick are you? Next patient, please. Gloves ready sterile as I examine all the symptoms with dotted lines painted on the problematic region. A delicate procedure and my hands have the precision to put into remission the situation that is risen as I rub
But Shirley, when you said, how about a triple shot of Roxy? I forgot that was your name, and I was thinking about something else. And back in my day, if you were on Roxy, man, that was that was something else.
Well,
But that was
I had dropped.
beautiful. Beautiful job. Yes.
I had to release 3 songs this month, so that's kind of what it was tied into. The triple shot of Roxy. That's what I was talking about.
Ha. Yes. So a little double entendre. All right. Awesome. I love it. Yes. We had it was. Yeah, it gave me Yellow Claw vibes. If you know Yellow Claw, they're a Swedish house group. They do a lot of that kind of strong women stuff. Just
Yeah.
like that. Sounds just like that.
Yeah. Somebody else has said that too when they heard it.
Yeah. Yeah, Yellow Claw, yeah, Eurotrash also in there. Good. I love it. Okay, so thank you very much.
I've been in the server.
Yeah.
I was No Miss the Cupid.
Yeah. Yes. Well, beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you.
You're good. All right. So up next, we have Behold Your Little Ones by Blackjack. Blackjack, I know you're around. Anything you want to say about this piece?
Sure. So I sometimes just, when I'm bored, I will experiment with simple prompts and just to try and see how it describes different things as I'm like, I don't have a huge musical background. And so like, I'll just give it like wild prompts. If you actually open up the note on it, I put the whole simple prompt that I put in for it, just down the note up, up, where it says SP. There, yeah. That was the prompt that I gave it originally. And I was trying to experiment with pizzicato strings and different elements of orchestral work. So I was just trying to describe it in different ways to see how it would interpret it. And I also wanted to see if it would like draw in elements from like for this scripture from your Nephi. And then I wanted it to focus on the phrase "Behold your little ones" and incorporate it into the song. And so I usually don't like publish these ones because they're just for me like messing around. But this one came out so good, I decided to go ahead and publish it and give it cover art and stuff.
Awesome. Well, thanks, Blackjack. Thanks for sharing. Moderate B minor. Gentle pizzicato. Okay. Pizzicato means to play the strings of a violin or a viola or a cello or a bass with the fingers instead of the bow. So they're plucked instead of bowed. Delicate bells, xylophones, ethereal female floating over sparse. Oh, this is going to be pretty. And based on scripture. Okay. So this is Behold Your Little Ones by Blackjack.
Little hands folded close, dust on their feet from the road where they ran. You call them near, one by one, every heartbeat hidden in your hand. Behold your little ones. You whispered to the angels, you gathered every tear and turned it into light. heavens watched in silence as mercy bent to earth and held them in your sight. Tiny eyes lifted up, wonder wide at the sound of your name. You blessed each face, every child, till the air seemed to tremble with flame. Behold your little ones, you whispered to the angels, you gathered every tear and turned it into light. Behold your little ones, the heavens watched in silence as mercy bent to earth and held them in your sight. You saw their fears, you knew their stories. You felt the break behind their smiles. You sealed their hearts with quiet glory. One by one, beloved child. Behold your little ones, you whispered to the angels, you gathered every tear and turned it into light. Behold your little ones, forever and free, the smallest and the least made precious in your woods.
Wow, what a beautiful, gentle sentiment that was. Lovely. Yeah, yes. Yes, very nice. Us, yep, yeah.
Thanks. I thought it did a really great job of like having that sacred, like reverent feel to it while giving it kind of like a real punch. It came together very well. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, nice job. Yes, absolutely. And it was, yeah, great. Told the story, put us all in a mood. It was lovely. And now we're going to flip that coin because we're going to jalapeno. It's a spicy. I don't know why I talk like that. I'm sorry. I'm not a racist. Sorry. Sorry. Jalapeno. It's spicy. Why is it spicy? Are they around? They are. Yes. Yes. I know. Well, A Ron. Balake. Or- yeah, in Welcome Back, Cotter. Yeah. Yes. Yes. All right. So AI works this way. DJ Wave and I were messing around in general chat, and I wanted an excuse to reuse my death metal Mariana. Sorry. Oh, okay. Oh, sorry. I am laughing with you. I am laughing with you. Oh, okay. No, this is a beautiful use. All right. That's wonderful. And I think I'm looking forward to it. Jalapeno. Let's go. This is AI work and the critters. Uh, Tarnation. Okay. I can't wait to hear this. This is AI Works with Jalapeno.
The shadows of the desert night, guitars scream like a serpent's bite. Feel the burn of his weight against the wall. Mix the fury, let it all unfold. Spice and steel. Jalapeno, jalapeno. Bring the heat like a volcano. Spicy moves on the dance floor. Fuego vibes, let the bass go. Muryoshi Mass in the mosh pit storm. Heavy riffs with a sombrero floor. Shredded salsa bodies torn. From the gravy to the spice we pour. Hear the cry of the bass strings. Drop the thunder. What the chaos brings. Spread the fire. Clip the wings. South the spicy. Now the heat sings. Jalapeno, jalapeno. Bring the heat like a volcano. Spicy moves on the dance floor. Fuego vibes, let the bass go. Ay, caramba, the flames arise. Gritos echo on the blood-red skies. No escape from the capsaicin lies. Burn it down, let the spirit fly.
Well, I stand corrected. I thought that was great. Clever driving. It almost kind of came out as this hybrid, like drum and bass or track because it was a little bit metal and a little bit mariachi, and they kind of met somewhere in the middle there in this really interesting place. I wouldn't
Yes.
say trouble.
For your room.
Trouble might be far. Oh, I'm not even following AI work. No, I'm fixing that right now. Damn it. If I can get some death metal mariachi in my life. That was amazing. And nobody is making that. Nobody could make that with recorded music. Do you know how incredibly difficult that would be to make in a studio? Yikes. And we get to hear it here because we got amazing. Right. Yeah. What's the budget? Well, let's see. We got to hire the mariachi band and the full 20,000. Hello? Oh my God. Yeah, Brian Wilson would do that because he could. George Martin could do that for the Beatles, but because they knew there would, I was going to say collaborated, stole lyrics from Manson. And lots of cocaine. Yes. God, this woman that I teach vocal lessons. No, it's true. This woman that I teach vocal lessons to, she's an older lady. She was his personal assistant back in the 80s and 90s. And most of it is absolutely true. But unlike her boss, she cannot sing. But it keeps me employed, so that's good. Anywho, up next, we have one by Chance. Now, this is a composer that I am not familiar with. Are they in the chat with us? Can we gabong them? Gabong, whatever we do. Chance. I will. I'll get her to tell me some Brian Wilson story. She said it was pretty crazy. Okay, so this is Damaged, Tore in Two by Chance. So, you're Chance. Hey, all right. Good. Glad I didn't talk too much smack. No, I'm glad you're here. And you've been here since the beginning. Thank you for your patience and waiting. I can't wait to hear anything you'd like to say about Damaged. Let's see. We got some emo rock. Yes. Minimalist. Yes. Beat organic. Yes. Clean electric guitar. Good. Slightly overdriven. Good. See, this prompt, I'll put it in the chat, really focusing on production here, which I love. There we go. Performance shift between soft melodic singing, breathy humming, a cappella moments, and desperate emotional cries. Selective godlike reverb, choir layers, and ambient pads bloom during the hook. That idea of blooming and warmth. These are interesting ways to describe your music. I love it. All right, so let's give this one a try. I know it really is. All right, so here we go. This is Damaged by Chance.
I don't feel the same no more. Yeah, I don't feel the same no more. I've been sleeping on your side of the bed, like maybe you can come instead. Your picture still live in my head. Every word you said, yeah, bleeds. I've want you all for my own. I'm sick and tearing my heart out for you. Yeah, I'm damaged, still stuck in our old song. I die inside of a minute. I could have you. I just want you all for my own. I'm sick and tearing my heart out for you. Yeah, I'm damaged, still stuck in our old song. I die inside of a minute. I could have. I'm still young. Even broken.
Wow, I felt that one. Yeah. You know, yeah, one of those songs that somebody would maybe think could be a happy tune because of the music itself, right? But it's that got that dual narrative thing happening. Um, very nice, very nice. And I hope that it was healing to you. That you it's your highness. It's anything. Not late for dinner. Am I right? um, okay. I would get canceled if I started calling people that. Oh my gosh. All right. Oof. Mm. Yeah, I've heard similar stories. Oh, it's yeah, yeah. As we all right. So don't go for. I know you're late for dinner, and we're sitting here chatting, and then now it's your turn. It's Bronto, babe. Tell us about your piece. You've been so patient this week. Thank you for waiting. I did see you in the chat. Okay, so this is Bronto, babe. We're going to get started. I hope we didn't miss them. They had to dip for dinner.
Hold up. It's fun when I'm more deliberate. It's done when the men deliver it. Step back.
No, we couldn't. We couldn't. But we will stop. There you go. I can hear him. I can hear you. Yeah, we got you. Yeah, no, you're good.
It and then covered it in my persona twice. So it's like a remaster of my live audio, and then I just did a persona cover. So and this was like before they upgraded the V5 persona, so like it had like a style prompt kind of attached to it or whatever.
Yep.
This is mildly not safe for work. It's not gatekeeping. It's just I didn't write a prompt. I just like was spewing words into a microphone on
Yeah,
drugs.
yeah. Okay.
I'm
Good
just
drugs?
responding to what Extinct had said.
Okay.
So this is mildly not safe for work because it's got a swear in it. It's about sex. It's about drugs. It was I was I don't know, brontosaur, big neck, long. Anyway, that's all.
Yeah, I
Enjoy. It's
got you.
fun.
Got you.
I
Got you.
thought that like we were supposed to I thought like it was like appropriate that we were going to be talking about hip hop tonight. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to submit something hip hop related. So that's
Perfect.
what I did.
Awesome. No, it's great. Well, that's true. Canon. It's like canon.
Sometimes I forget about the things I say are like inappropriate. Like a song was playing the other day, and I think Blackjack had to like run and mute his computer because his kids were dancing.
Oh, whoops.
It's like, oh wait, no, this is not appropriate for the kids.
Same, brother. Same. I say shit all the time. And I'm like, whoops. All right. So thanks for your patience. This is Bronto Babe without any further delay. And if necessary, we're going to put a disclaimer out there. Clutch your pearls now and gird your loins because we're going to hear some Bronto Babe. Here we go.
Hold up. It's fun when I'm more deliberate. It's done when the men deliver it. Step back, let it breathe. Put your hands down. Step up on the beat. Put your hands up. Chuggy Blues got the sig down. Bad for the biz. The looking like a simp. Crunchy frag gazette. She had a broke down ride. Blown out back tire. Brontosaurus baby got a neck like the Empire. Everything is curable if you're pro-life. Everything's forgivable if you're a nice guy. Just a nice guy. The Rizzy returning, freewheeling, yearning for the deep down depths of the rabbit hole. Deep down we go. Oh, deep down we go. Bronner Bass don't play me with me. You should be down bad. I am down bad. I be never gonna mix another beat like the beep beep skeet skeet skirt like my baby. You need me. Let me get on top of that long neck shaking. Wonder how long it'll take to get that tick tick begging me. Dino legging me. Pass me the ketamine. Rabbit hole is a KO. Mind swirling in a halo. The world is a fleck on an everything bagel. Shout out to the painter and the strokes that came before. I just want my big neck, hot sex, brontosaur, babe. Everything is fuckable if you're a nice guy. Just a nice guy, nice guy. Just a nice guy. There is a returning, freewheeling, yearning for the deep down depths of the rabbit hole. Deep down we go. Oh, don't we know how to go deep down that rabbit hole. Bronto Bass don't play me. Let me get on top of that long neck. Dino legging me, pass me the ketamine. Rabbit hole is a KO, mind swirling in a halo. World is a fleck on an everything bagel. Shout out to the painter and the strokes that came before. I just want my big necked hot sex brontosaur.
I love it. Man, too bad Dr. Simon. We'll have to put him up on that track. He would dig that one too, I think. That was really great. You into dinosaurs, Roy? I love it. No, I know. I'm just messing with you, but it's very confident and knows who it is. It knows what it is and what it's saying, and it's not hedging its bets at all. So yeah, good. Nice job. I like a confident piece of music. Thanks, Roxy. it was a time of joy and fun. A gay old time was had by everyone. Flint Rock. Hmm? Well, maybe. All right. Thank you very much. I just want to go eat. Yeah, correct. It was the first Simpsons. It was animation made for adults. It wasn't even for kids. It was like a sitcom. It was on primetime television, kind of like The Simpsons. And I mean, they would advertise cigarettes and booze and shit. It was great. Okay. Up next, we have Cannonfall. You here with us? We're losing our people's. Cannonfall's not here, but that's okay. This is sorted, but not. There's no style because it is just vibes, is what it's saying. Style in the house, vibes on point. Here we go. Sorted, but not.
The 161 style in the house. Vibe on point. Listen. Yo, you switched it up. Dropped the slide with the move. Said I was meant, then you went and changed the groove. Packed on my strands, then the door, fuck the chill. Lost in a scuffle, but I'm standing here still. Silence didn't fix out, couldn't save my soul. Lift the flare up a word, survival with the dough. I've had to bin your name, keep it out of my head. But even in Cholton, it's still what you said. Buried all my arrows, thought I wanted for a bit. But it rose like a ghost, that's scary, that's it. You were my tears, my need in disguise. Tried to sort it all, but dreams became lies. Vowed to forget, but your shadow remains. Heard I buried, dug out of those chains. Buried deep down, but it dug up again. Bury my sorrow, but it never was the end. Bury my sorrow, but it never was the end. Your words echoed, empty death like a con. Left me with regret, everything gone. Lost that scrap, but I played for the peace. But the silence gave out, no sign of release. Left that fire just to stay alive. Tried to leg it, but the memories hide. Cover my pain, thought I was through. Let it burst out, proper and true. Called it love, yeah, but words imprison. Your kisses get me locked, a constant division. Some games drag on, pain fun and long. Left the flames, just trying to stay strong. Bury my sorrow. Vowed to forget, but your shadow remains. Heard I buried, dug out of those chains. Buried deep down, but it dug up again. Bury my sorrow, but it never was the end. Vowed to forget, but your shadow remains. Heard I buried, dug out of those chains. Buried deep down, but it dug up again. Buried my sorrow, but it never was the end. Vowed to forget, but your shadow remains. Heard I buried, dug out of those chains. Buried deep down, but it dug up again. Buried my sorrow, but it never was the end.
be deaf. Manchester raining, but the beat's still mad. Well, nice one, nice one, nice one, nice one.
Cool. I wish Cannonball was here. Oh, go ahead, Roy. Yeah, maybe so. I do notice that they're a member of ASCAP. Do you see that here? And that's something that we should all consider. There are two main bodies that can help an artist maintain their copyright status. One is ASCAP, and the other is BMI. Both of them track radio play and streaming numbers and to make sure that their artists get compensated. It's not very expensive to join. And if you are publishing lyrics or music or both, they are good to look into. You can only be a member of one at a time, but they will protect you if you are publishing music. So interesting. I wish he was here to tell us more about his ASCAP experience. BMI. Yeah. BMI, I think, is more for the music, and ASCAP is more for words and music. There are subtle differences between the two, and some people join back and forth, but you can only be one in one at a time. All right. Up next, Laser Kings. Just kidding. We Oh, wow, look at that. Oh, that's cool. Like 1984. Yeah, yeah. All right, so is John around? John, I know you ponged them. Uh, oh, okay, okay, okay. All right. We've got some robotic synthwave. Yes, yes, and thank you for doing that. Thank you, thank you, thank you for doing that. Features a Kurdish sitar solo. Interesting, because those are two different places, Iran and India. So I'm not sure. That's going to be very interesting. Okay, so this is, well, hell, it's a good idea by John.
I'm walking with my shoulders back tonight, beneath the cigarette stained ceiling light. And if this is a good idea, I think I'll keep it a good idea, a good idea.
Tanbur, which is the kind of a Kurdish or Iranian equivalent of a sitar, which is a northern Indian piece. But if you look, it looks like it has movable frets, very much like a sitar, and a bridge, maybe one tunable string and a couple of drones there. Interesting. All right, beautiful piece. Thank you very much. Okay. Now we are down. Okay. Do we have Sunomo? Sunimo? Sunimo? Oh, hey! And you've been here since the beginning. Thank you so much for your patience. I really appreciate it. Talk to us about this piece of music. What are we going to hear? All right, we got some funk coming in. Underground, Tokyo Drift, yes. You know, what's interesting about funk is that it was kind of a regional genre in the South and Memphis, and then because of the drift scene, it became huge in Japan and Tokyo. So that's where you get that all that Fast and Furious drift stuff. All right. So Nian is typing. Looks like we're going to go pretty fast here, 140 to 150 beats per minute. No screaming. Good. Underground club feel. And I want the vibe. So I got Forza Horizon 6 later. All right. Cool. All right. So this is Last Call by Sunimo. How should we call you? I don't want to call you by an improper name. Should we just call you Nyan, or should we call you Sunimo? Sunimo. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. This is Last Call by Sunimo.
Ready on me dive 路地裏 move we born to survive 無限の合図でスクワッドライン運命書き換え rewrite the line 足音が響くコンクリート来国の heart still brings the heat 敵も口だけ俺がキングも本番来たら出ろみんな天進直ネオンバイシャーアイス夢より先にサバイバルプライス仲間と背中合わせで ride 裏切り禁止 No switch side 現実は高麗冬の雨でも俺の flow still 刃刃地下から上まで climbing fast チータの近い we built to last Pull up C you're right 追いバック all slide 影と影 collide 逃げない we decide neon blind red sky 覚悟決め fly high 裏世界 don't let you samurai we rise 積み上げ ラジャル in the street 危険なゲーム but we never retreat 覚悟決めたら no more fear 命かけたらクリストクリアスタバカウントに静かな部屋欲望まみれのこの世界やフェイクな笑顔はすぐにバレる嘘の匂いはすぐに枯れる無法地帯で keep it real 心は still no time to kneel 渋谷 cross your midnight run808 back on like a gun 罪と希望が交差する光と闇が乱舞する Trust nobody 胸に刻む孤独の王が夜をつかむ夜のハイウェイ東京ドリフト心はストーンでも still I lift 裏のルールで survive and shift 角を曲がれば danger or gift 最後の call no reply 闇の中でも I still try 裏切りは guess それがマッチ信じるのは自分だけ alright 東京の雨 blood on the street 冷たい世界は I don't retreat 勝つか負けるか that's the beat 立ち上がる feet to defeat 街が起きて heavy as stone 孤独でも I stand alone 声は届かなくても known 俺の道 is my own throne ほらし yeah right 808 back all slides 影と影 collide 逃げない we decide neon blood red sky 覚悟決め fly high 裏世界 don't last street samurai we ride 黒いベンツ夜のカーテン敵は後ろミラー越しに消えた舐めてた奴ら now they vanished 俺の名刺代わりこれが savage 稼ぎ方知ってる I'm a native 地下鉄よりディープこのベース重いお前のリリック子供の落書きステージ出し込んで take over BBS 涙の粒笑顔の札に牙をくくする SLS なフェイクするバレる現実の俺ともれないこれがデスで機械が少し誰もたどり着けない高みをぶれて口出しできない俺のスターを誰より早く切り替えるギア Yeah, oh, we don't sleep Neon light 心 deep Run it up No retreat Survival repeat雨に濡れたスニーカーステップ傷だらけでも no regret 東京メイドのコンクリートメイズ危機のコールため raise back blade 潮に恋ねたまる絆借りるやフォースを重ねら覚醒モードメガ各沈黙の中で牙を向く欲しいもんは take by force そうもないなし direct course 運命すべもヘッドコーチ地下から頂点オーバーローサイドのウォーリングキックリボーリ甘いゲスト美少やゾイ闇を背負って still I shine street samurai this my time pull up scene yeah right 808 back on slide 壁の影 collide 逃げない we decide neon blood red sky 覚悟決め fly high これ世界 don't let street samurai we ride
Well, that was fun too. Man. And I got to say, that has got to be the longest lyrical prompt I have ever seen. I was trying to catch up with the lyrics like, nope, 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 not yet. Nope. How long is this? Nope. Because she was spitting, man. Spitting. Awesome job. Thank you so much, Sunimo. That was beautiful. And appreciate your patience. You stayed with us the whole time. I've hoped you enjoyed your time here with us today. And that brings us to the very... Yeah? Listener, no victims here. Hey. Willing victims only. Oh my God. Man, you guys have put me through the paces. I am emotionally spent after all of this music tonight. Have you ever had one of those listening experiences where it just when you feel very satisfied but tired? Wow. Roy, we're going to be ending up with your track today. Yep. Uh-huh. Okay. All right. All right. Well, I can't wait to hear it. We all, look forward to hearing the Roy tune of the week. I know I do. All right, so we've got some nerdcore. Now, what do you think what when you say nerdcore, what do you think that means, Roy? Well, no, just I mean, that's a genre for sure. Yeah. Mm, yeah. I, yeah. I would say a group like They Might Be Giants. Do you know the Giants? That's what I like nerdcore. I've heard Weezer referred to it that way as well, but I don't agree with that. But maybe Flaming Lips a little bit. No, I think it's just indie pop, but they were kind of, doing that, sweater, horn rim glasses kind of nerdy look back in the 90s. Yeah, They Might Be Giants is a perennial favorite of mine. I've seen them live probably 5 times. I love it. I love it. I love it. Um, I mean, I guess, well, Weird Al is more into the parody realm, isn't he? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's true. All right. Well, this is Alpha Male by our very own Roy Thigpen.
Alarm clock chirps at the crack of 3. Ice in the tub for my anatomy. I'm tracking every macro, optimizing this all while posting lying quotes from a basement hole. I've got 42 followers, a digital throne, an apex predator, but I'm always alone. I'm a jet, I'm a steamer, I'm a high value man, and I'll be in the forums with a master plan. I got the grind set, the mindset, the frame of a king, but I'm blocked on every platform, ain't that a thing? Yeah, my blog content is thin, let my coping begin. Approach a barista with a level 10 stare. Calculated diamond, I'm the king of the air. I named her as a mid-tier with a low value gate. Then I quoted my podcast to seal up our fate. She smiled and with a dismissive wave didn't even tell me to have a good day. She doesn't deserve me anyway. I'm a chat, I'm a sigma, I'm a high value man, an alpha in the forums with a master plan. I got the grind set, the mindset, the frame of a king, but I'm blocked on every platform. Ain't that a thing? Yeah, my blog content is thin. Let my coping begin. When the monitor dims and the blue light dies, who's the guy hiding behind the digital eyes? It's not female nature or a world of deceit. It's a glitch in the logic of your lonely retreat. You're not a wolf in the woods, you're a troll in the crack, and the void you're shouting in is staring right back. The distortion cuts out, the 8 bits go cold. A voice from the kitchen starts to break the mold. Tyler, your grilled cheese is ready and hot. I'm veggie record in my manifesto, leave me the spot. The game over screen flashes, the pixels all blur. A king of the nothing, a high value slow. I'm a chatty, I'm a silver, I'm a high male. In the Nova and the form with a master plan. I got the grind set, the mindset, the frame of a king, but I'm blocked on every platform. Ain't that a thing? Yeah, my blog content is thin. Let my coping begin.
Roy, Roy, what was that sound at the end, Roy? Oh, thank you so much. Uh, I don't know if I can. There's dinner in there on the table. I told him I would be in there for dinner after we were finished. Can you run it? Okay. And Thanks everybody for showing up. Thanks for supporting Dr. Howard. He came out today and took a chance on us, and I think we showed up and showed out. And get ready to do some work, man. We're going to get some shit written and change history. We're going to get ourselves not just the history books, but the textbooks too, y'all.